The lazy man. The lazy man says, there is a lion outside in the streets. I shall be slain in the street. The lazy man says, there's a lion in the outside and I'm going to be slain by that lion. That's Proverbs 21. Laziness is not a natural gift. I mean, you have to learn it. It has to be an acquired thing where you become lazy. Now, you may be genetically disposed to take things slow, but laziness is habits that have not been broken as a child. In fact, most of the things that we attempt to fix on a horse or a dog or any pet you have, or a duck, is bad habits from youth. Every youth that I've ever counseled, what we were basically doing is going back to children habits that were never corrected. A lazy man says, hey, I think there could be a lion outside and I'll get killed in the street. I'm not going. So lazy people, number one, look for excuses not to have to work. Work in itself is a reward. I love work. And we're sweating out here today, and it is hot today. But work is a reward in itself. And the more that we are willing to work, back, girl, back. The more we are willing to work, back, good Blue, back, good girl, good girl. The more we are willing to work, the less lazy we desire to become in our life, and the more we'll get done. Now, school's starting back. A lazy kid in school starting off bad is going to end bad. You're going to be sick every time there's a test. You're going to find a way to get out of what you need to do. A lazy man says, man, there may be a lion out in the street. So laziness is not genetic. It's a learned trait from childhood, never fixed. The second thing about laziness, though, is imagination. A lazy man looks and makes up his mind, hey, there could be a lion out there. There may be a dinosaur out there, but you have to face what you have to face. I'm not saying in the Proverbs that there maybe in town had heard about a lion that had been in the street, but the lazy man looks for any way to get out of that which they must do. This morning, when we look at these two horses, watch them turn. Everything, they are a tandem. Everything they want to do is tandem, meaning they're actually thinking the other side of the other person. Everything that you do with one horse on the side, you got to do on the other side because of the way they think. But it's the same with a child. If you're going to teach a child to obey, for instance, children, obey your parents in the Lord. Honor your father and mother. Well, obedience comes before honor. You can't honor someone that you can't obey. And so, again, when they think in tandem the easiest way to navigate anything for them is to do it together. Now, yesterday, I put him in the stall and worked with her. She did fine. He hated it. He tore the stall up. He tore everything in there up, tore the feed bucket off because he wasn't out with her doing his tandem act, which is whatever you're going to do, I'm going to do with you. He even enjoys being worked like this, free of halter, well, but doing everything that we request. It's kind of crazy, but the lazy man is always going to be lazy. The lazy woman is always going to be lazy unless they're willing to break that habit. It is a habit. It's a devil habit. Work is a reward inside of itself. And so the lazy man says, I can't get out there today. There may be a lion. This is Bob Shelton, and that's Horse Sense.